welcome back to Magic TV. It's 9 o'clock, it's Friday, it's time for another video, and I've got a very special video here today for you. And in order to do a very special video, I need a very special person, which is why I have Thomas here, Thomas Maloney, the family wedding magician.
Yeah, family wedding magician.
And you know, Tom is you know, an amazing performer, amazing magician, and kind of runs the gauntlet. You've seen him on the channel before. You know who this guy is. I had him come in, and well, I asked Tom to come in. He's here anyway, rehearsing with Thea. But I asked him to come in, and the reason is, I want to do another lecture for you guys. One of the things that I said, Tom, when I was, you know, when I went away from YouTube for about 3 weeks, I came back and I said, look, I want to change things up a bit. We're doing slightly less videos at the moment, aren't we, Michael? We're still putting videos up every day, but we're not killing ourselves to put them up Magic Live every day. We're missing a few days because it means that me and Michael actually have time to breathe, which is good. But the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to put an eclectic range of content. So as you know, I did the double backer lecture, which you're a big part of. You helped me with that, and everyone loved that. And I know you love the material. And I wanted to do another lecture. I wanted to try and do an online lecture for free once a month. Oh, wow. I'll try to. I'm not sure I'll hit it every month, but I'm going to try to. Because I'm also putting 10 routines in the net tricks every month as well. So as well as everything else, it's an awful lot. But I wanted to put this out there as to you guys watching this. And this is a lecture on 6 or 7 routines that I've actually put together. I've been working on this for the last sort of maybe 2 or 3 months. And it's routines using ChatGPT. Cool. I've been using ChatGPT for a while. Michael behind the camera is an expert at AI, aren't you, mate? I mean,
pretty much,
yeah, I mean, like an actual expert, as well as working with us here. He actually builds AI. I don't even know that. Michael actually builds AI outside, because Michael actually has other business interests as well as working here. And one of the things he does is he actually, you know, is a tech genius. And you actually build AI systems, don't you? Yeah. So I've been playing around with AI for a while, and we've actually been using AI within the business to actually improve a lot of systems. And I actually told you a while ago why you're not using AI for your business. And I know you've started using it as well. And I think smart business owners are doing that. However, for the last few months, I've been thinking about how you can actually use AI to do a magic trick. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but there's one product out there where you can hack someone's AI on their phone. I'm not too sure what that is. My kind of thought process is, and the way I've been approaching this, is how to actually use ChatGPT, because everybody knows what ChatGPT is. It's an app that lives on your phone. Everybody knows what it is. Even if you're a technophobe, you still know what AI and ChatGPT is. How you can actually use AI to basically be the magician. Almost like, do you remember the old tricks in the old days where you'd ring somebody up and there'd be a secret assistant who would tell, you'd code them information and they'd tell the person that you rang up what their card was, for example. I've been working around using AI on how to actually make AI a secret assistant. And I've got a whole bunch of routines. I've got 6 of them that I wanted to share with everybody today on this free lecture on Magic TV. And then I wanted to maybe share some more next week, and I want to go through some other stuff. I think this is kind of pretty exciting. Have you used AI at all, Tom?
In Magic?
In Magic, to like do a magic trick?
Only just to make like graphics and stuff, but nothing further than that now.
You made yourself in a little package with a toy container. Everybody did that.
No,
right?
no, I didn't do that one.
Didn't you do that?
I was like, I'm not doing this one. Everyone's doing it. But then Mark made me buckle, and I made myself into this warrior person.
Of course, the noble one. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you that don't know, if you've got ChatGPT sitting on your phone, and you can have it for free, can't you, Michael? Yeah. We've got a paid account, haven't we? Yeah. But you can have it for free. You just get limited on the amount of time.
I have it for free.
You've got it for free as well, okay. If you pay, you get unlimited usage like we do. But if you don't pay, you can still use it, but it's limited. For those of you that don't know what ChatGPT is, you can access it on your phone or your desktop. And what it allows you to do, you can get AI to do anything. It's like having a personal assistant on your phone. I always say, for the people that don't understand AI when I do these routines in the real world, I say it's like having an assistant on your phone, but way smarter than somebody like Siri. Like if Siri and ChatGPT got into a fight, ChatGPT would kick Siri's ass. It's that sort of thing, right? And it works through the use of prompts. So in other words, you tell it what to do and it does it. By the way, you're my bullshit detector here, Michael. If I'm saying anything wrong, tell me. But it works through prompts, doesn't it? And the more specific you can get with the prompts, the more, the better result you're going to get from AI. Would you agree with that, Michael? So I've been working on some really complicated prompts that basically turns ChatGPT into a secret assistant.
Yeah.
Do you want to see a few? I'm going to go through all of them. Really. And we're going to put all of the prompts and everything that you need down below. I've made it really easy to use and I've streamlined the whole thing. I'm actually quite proud of myself. So let me show you a few of the routines. I'm going to demonstrate all of them, explain how it works, and then give you access to everything that you need so you can do these yourself. So the first one, Thomas, is a luck test.
Okay.
Would you consider yourself fairly lucky?
No.
We're going to test to see how lucky you are. And it uses a deck of cards, but this, my friend, is not a card trick.
Oh.
It's not a card trick, it's a luck test. We're using a deck of cards to basically see how lucky you are. Okay?
Yeah.
So, Michael, can you do me a favour? And me and Michael aren't in on it at all. Can you name a card for me? Any card, any one of the 52 cards in the deck.
The Two of Hearts.
The Two of Hearts. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Perfect. And name a position, 1 to 52, any position in the deck.
26.
26 and the Two of Hearts. Can you remember that? And we'll get back to that in a little bit. Perfect. Do you want to give the cards a cut and complete the cut? Because every time you cut the deck, it's going to completely change order. You can do it as many times as you want to. When you're happy, we'll continue. Are you good?
Yeah, I'll do.
Okay, cool. Put those in front of you. Now, you've heard of ChatGPT, right, Tom? It lives on my phone, and it can do anything. Did you realise, because you might not have realised this, buddy, did you realise, I'm just going to open it up, find it, did you realise that ChatGPT can actually give people a reading? It can actually give people a reading. Did you know that?
No.
It can, you know, like you go to a fortune teller and a fortune teller would give you a reading. It's the same thing with ChatGPT. Do you want me to show you how it would work?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in order for it to give you a reading, we need to know a couple of things. So, what's your star sign?
Leo.
Leo. And if you had to use one word to describe yourself, get creative, what would it be?
Average.
Average. Okay. Average. Leo. I'm here with my friend Thomas. He's a Leo and he would describe himself as average.
All right, Thomas. As a Leo, you naturally possess a warm, radiant energy, even if you see yourself as average. You have a steady, reliable nature that draws people to you. There's a strong sense of loyalty and courage within you, even if it sometimes feels understated. I sense that you have a knack for bringing harmony and joy into your environment, much like the Three of Hearts, which symbolizes friendship, joy, and celebration. Embrace that warmth and know that what you bring to others is far from average.
Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Would you agree with what she said there?
Yeah.
And she also said that your lucky card was the Three of Hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't get Michael's card. She was off by one. But she said, we weren't trying to get that. She said, your lucky card is the Three of Hearts.
Yeah.
She said that Three of Hearts will bring you luck.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's the case?
I hope so.
Well, I'll tell you what. Take that Three of Hearts, turn it face down, and push it somewhere into the middle, any way you want to. But leave it sticking out. Right there. Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, let's just recap here for a minute. We didn't set this up. I didn't set this up with Michael, did I?
No.
And just by telling AI that you are a Leo and that you're average, she came back with the Three of Hearts. That's the card that she came back with. We then and at the beginning you mixed up these cards. I mixed up these cards.
Yeah.
And then you put the Three of Hearts into a particular position in the deck. You chose to put it right about there, didn't you? That's the exact place that you put it. Right there. In that spot. Interesting. Do you know why that's interesting? Shall I tell you why that's interesting? At the beginning, you named a card. What was the card?
Two of Hearts.
And you named a number. What was the number?
26.
26. And this is where you put the card. You put it to this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. What was the card again?
2 of hearts.
You're definitely luckier than you thought. Now, you haven't seen any of this before. I said, I want you to come and do a lecture. Be honest, were you a bit skeptical when I said, I'm doing stuff?
I was skeptical, and then it's like the counting down. I was like, I picked up on some things because I'm a magician, but the counting down, I was expecting to do that. That's what I was expecting. That didn't happen.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's really good.
You weren't expecting it to be as good as that,
No,
were
I
you?
was expecting it to be all right, especially for a free lecture. Come on.
I love this.
When
so
you said you could sell this, I was like, yeah, you can sell that.
yeah, no, genuinely you
Yeah.
could. So I'm going to explain exactly how this works. And it works in a couple of different ways. And I'm actually going to talk about the creative process because me and Michael both worked on this and I haven't told you what the final solution was, right? So I went down the process of creating a prompt that basically turns ChatGPT into a fortune teller, right? And I realized that you can actually make ChatGPT act in any way that you want it to act, as long as you're very specific with the prompts. And honestly, I've pulled my hair out with this because if you get one word wrong, it doesn't do what you want it to do, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very specific. So, and there's times where you want it to shut up and it's talking, and there's times when you want it to talk and it's shutting up, and it's really, you have to almost treat it like a baby, don't you? And it's like, right, okay, this is what you need to do. So what I was trying to do, first of all, this is a mem deck, but you don't need to know mem deck. There's no memorization in this. This is amazing. Yeah. So the whole idea is I wanted ChatGPT to, obviously with the mem deck, I know what every card is in every position. I wanted somebody to name a card and a number.
Yeah.
And then I wanted randomly ChatGPT to give me, as part of a reading, another card. But I wanted it to work out internally the mathematics that it needed to work out in order that the lucky card will position the original card and number at the correct position. So in the action of taking taking the lucky card out, it's going to position everything I want it to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Now the problem is it didn't work. You tried it, it didn't work. I tried it, it didn't work. And eventually I was trying to work out why. Turns out ChatGPT isn't great at math. Well, it is, but it's not. Like sometimes, and again, you call me out on the bullshit, sometimes it interprets things like you don't want to interpret it. Like if you're telling it to be a fortune teller, but at the same time you're saying act like a calculator, it's still interpreting it. So a lot of the time, when I was trying to get ChatGPT to do it as part of the prompts, it was only doing it 9 times out of 10. It was occasionally that it would fail. Now, I'll tell you how I got around that in a minute, because I got around it in a really clever way. But, first of all, and I think we could get some screenshots to show these, couldn't we, to put up on the screen. But this is my AI folder. Each one of these is a different trick. These are all the different tricks that I've created with the AI. We're going to go through some of them now. This is the real ChatGPT. There's the Atomic Deck app. Available from all good magic shops. Golden Ticket still available, just saying. However, right, here's the problem. So what I needed to do is, and the first problem I had is, with all of these routines, I want to be able to just open up my phone and immediately act like I'm going into ChatGPT. So, and the prompts are quite long. So what I did initially is the prompts that I created, I set up on my notes page as different prompts. And before I went into the routine, I'd have to copy the prompt out and put it into ChatGPT, and that would be the starting point. I hate that. So now what I've done is I've created shortcuts for each one of these tricks. So in the description down below, we can give them links to all the shortcuts, can't we, Michael? If you haven't got an iPhone, first of all, you're an idiot. But if you haven't got an iPhone, no, you're not an idiot. You're just misinformed. You're Nemid. If you haven't got an iPhone, we can still put the prompts down below or something, can't we? We can put a link to a file with all of the prompts. But the advantage of using shortcuts, get this, all of these are shortcuts, very simple. So this is the ACAAN here. When I click that, it automatically opens up a new conversation in ChatGPT and pastes the prompt into my clipboard. So I just hit here and I hit paste, and it puts the prompt in. And I hit there, and then this prompt, understood, I'm ready to begin when you are. Please give me a 2-letter card code along with the spectator's name, star sign, and personality trait. That is ready. So I can just close that and I'm good to go. If you're not using an iPhone, you'll have to copy it from the notes page. But that's done before you go to the performance anyway. But with me, when I reset, I just literally just do that, and it creates that prompt every time, if that makes sense. Now, here's the problem. I haven't told you how I got around this, have I, Michael? So, you know, like, it wasn't working. There was no way. I went back and forth. It was saying to me, the only way you're going to be able to do it is with Python, and I'm like, I don't know what a Python is, but it doesn't sound good. You probably do. I don't know. I was like, I'm not going to go knee deep into that. We've spent the last 6 months on crap with AI to do with automation. I'm not going to go down that for a magic trick. So I did what any good creator should do when they get into a situation that they don't know how to solve.
That's Michael to do it.
I rang David Jonathan, and who is, and let's be honest, the shortcut king. And I was like, right, David, because my next thing was, I was like, okay, if I can't get AI to figure out what the math is, maybe I could do a shortcut. So I went down a shortcut rabbit warren. I spent 2 whole days and nights trying to create a simple shortcut that would do the math for me. Couldn't make it work. So I said to David, can you help me? Within 5 minutes, he'd sent me a working shortcut that worked perfectly. I will tell you as well, by the way, when it comes to shortcuts, David Jonathan, well, when it comes to anything, David's genius. And this that he created for me to do this ChatGPT routine is based on Vox. Have you ever seen Vox?
I haven't.
Vox is something that, no, Vox is something he brought out before Black Mirror, and it basically is an any card at any number with Siri.
Okay.
The reason I tell you that is because it's different to this, and if you like this, you should get Vox. And I asked David, and he said yes. Down below, there's going to be a discount code that will give you 25% off getting Vox at his shop. And I would get it if you want to, especially if you're going to use this, because he made this for free for me. But check this out. Look at this. This is genius. So underneath the ACAAN, and I've still got that running in the background there, so that's done. So when I want to do this, this is what David created for the math. Check this out. This is brilliant. So when I want to do this, first of all, I bring the cards out. They're in mem deck order. And before I show you that, I'm just cutting these because you can cut as many times. I'm acting like they're a shuffle, and then I put them down on the table and they gave them a few false cuts. You didn't realise that was a mem deck. Sometimes people try to overprove with the shuffles, but if you just hold it like this, it looks like a real shuffle. But they can then cut the deck and complete the cut, whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter where they're cut to, it makes no difference. So let me show you how this works with this. So obviously they've cut the cards as many times as they want to. They've mixed it up, they've done all that stuff, right? The prompt is already in ChatGPT, right? So I just open up here the ACAAN calculator that David created, and it's just this thing to put the number in. So let's say it's the 5 of diamonds. The first number you put in is the value, so the value is 5. And the next number is the suit. Now, club is 1, heart is 2, spade is 3, diamonds is 4. So that would be 4. And let's say it's a position 12. So 12. So I'm putting 5, 4, 1, 2 in, press done, and do you see it comes up there, Queen of Clubs? That's the card. If I take that Queen of Clubs out, it'll come to 12 in the deck.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it also copies it to the clipboard. So all I do is I hit done, I go back into ChatGPT, I hit paste, and I hit enter, and I've just queued ChatGPT that their card that they need to tell them is the Queen of Clubs. It's whatever the card will be to put that 5 of diamonds at 12. So now that's done, and it looks like I've just opened up ChatGPT. And I've also, the prompt tells it to wait until I've given it a name, a star sign, and a defining personality trait.
Okay.
So the beautiful thing now is I can switch on the voice, and it's almost like you're getting a personal reading from AI. So let's just say, for example, I'm here with Matt. He is grumpy, and he is an Aries.
sense for Matt, an Aries with that grumpy edge. Aries are often fiery, strong-willed, and passionate, even if that passion sometimes comes out as a bit of grumpiness. It's like there's a powerful energy within him that's always pushing forward, wanting to break through obstacles and make things happen. Even his grumpiness is just a sign of his deep desire for things to be right, for things to move smoothly and quickly. I'm sensing that Matt's journey right now might feel like a balancing act, trying to channel that intense drive into something constructive. There's a hint of regality and wisdom that's coming through, almost as if he's sitting on a throne, ready to command his world with clarity and authority. It's as if the Queen of Clubs has revealed herself, symbolizing a blend of intellect and determination. This card suggests that beneath that grumpy exterior, Matt has a keen mind and a natural leadership quality. It's all about harnessing that fire, that inner strength, and turning it into something truly powerful and positive.
The cool thing is, and the reason I played that again is I can now switch that off, because of how I've created the prompts, it's completely different for every person. So if you're at a gig or if you're around friends, you can go, oh, do me now. What's it going to say about me? Do me. And it's completely different. Just by giving them a star sign, it's programmed so that it acts like a fortune teller, pulls in information about their star sign, pulls in information about their name and their character trait, and gives them a reading, and towards the end will tell them their lucky card. How good's that?
I like that.
Now, all I have to do is go through and say, well, what did she say your lucky card was? The Queen of Clubs. And I just go through, and it's very natural. I'm just looking for the Queen of Clubs, which is there. When I find it, I just cut, and I'm done. So now it's in position, but it would look a bit weird if I just took the card out and it was in position. So I do the prophecy move. Do you know Bill Simon's prophecy move? They put the card in the middle, as if that's the position they want it to be. You spread through to that card, you literally turn it face up, and all you're doing is you're taking that card from the position that they put it in, and you're putting it above the original top card of the deck. But it looks very, very deceptive. But now what that does is when you cut at this point, that puts the 5 of diamonds in the 12th position. So now, if you want it to be the next card, you include this in the deal. But if you want it to be the bang on, they can even count for you.
Nice.
So you say deal 12 cards. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10,
11.
11.
What was the card again? 5 of diamonds, right? It was the 5 of diamonds. Boom, 12. And the reset is...
Great, I know.
I'm done. And every single time you show it to a different person, they're going to get a different reading completely. They're going to get a different card completely. And it's all just living there on your phone. And the whole thing, so when before you start, you just take the first shortcut, you just paste, boom, go. That primes it. It's primed, it's ready to go. Now I just do the calculator.
I can't
Let's just say it's
you doing that in the performance.
Yeah, because it looked like I was just opening in my phone. Let's say it's the 8 of clubs at position 5, boom. 8 of clubs at position 5, boom. It copies that, and then I just literally open up AI, paste it into AI, done. It's that good. That simple, it's that direct, and it happens immediately. And you're left with a regular Mendex that you can go into any other routine you want to go into.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
No, I do like that one.
I love that. Now, the thing is, you know as well as me, that's perfect for certain situations when you want to do, you know, there's gigs that I've been to, especially house parties, where people are like, oh, what do you believe in fortune telling? I know if I bring that out, that's going to kill. But it wouldn't work in a military base. So the next trick that I want to show you is purely just a prompt. And it is just a card reveal. But it is so funny. It is so funny. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me show you what it is. Let me do this.
I'd put a Zoltar spin on that one.
You could do. You could do. I think you're going to love this. I think you could. I could see you doing this. I really could.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to perform the routine.
Yeah.
So Tom, we're going to do something. Do you use AI?
I do.
use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Did you realise that ChatGPT is kind of psychic?
No, didn't.
No, did you? You don't realise that like it can literally like work out whether you're lying or telling the truth?
No, I didn't know that.
Like AI is scary.
Yeah.
Like it's literally got a built-in lie detector. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you just take a card, any card, or do you want? How about you look away? Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to look away. I'm going to look away. You're going to complete the cut.
Yeah.
You can take the top card or the bottom card. Look at it, remember it, show it to the camera, and then hide it somewhere, and I'll turn back round. Okay.
Yeah.
So cut any way you want to. Cut as many times as you want to. When you're happy, you can take the top card or the bottom card. I don't really care. And when you've got the card, remember it, show the camera. Don't show me. And then hide it away somewhere, not in the deck, somewhere else. And yeah, you put it underneath there.
Yep.
Good. And then what I'll do is I'll put the rest of them away like that.
Yeah.
That's fair, isn't it?
That's very fair.
That's very fair. Couldn't be more fair than that. So I don't need to find your card. My days as a magician are over, to be perfectly honest, because I've got
groomed.
no. Well, it is right because I've got my I've got AI, and honestly, it can do everything for me. It can just tell you whether you're lying or telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's going to ask you some questions. I need you to answer honestly.
Yeah.
Wait until it's asked the questions. I think 3 questions in total. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Start the lie detector. I'm here with Thomas. Ask the first question.
All right, Thomas, let's get real. Did you pick a card that's humble and understated, or one that's trying way too hard to be cool?
Humble and understated.
Humble and understated, huh? Sure, and I'm the king of subtlety. Let's keep digging. Would you say your card is more of a background player, or does it crave the spotlight like a reality TV contestant?
It craves the spotlight.
Craves the spotlight? Of course it does. Sounds like your card has the same subtlety as a peacock at a job interview. Last question. Did you choose something timeless or something that screams midlife crisis in card form?
Midlife crisis.
A midlife crisis in card form. Classic. Final probe. If your card were a person, would it drive a sensible sedan or a flashy sports car it can't really afford?
A sedan.
A sensible sedan? You're really sticking to that humble narrative, aren't you? All right, enough of this charade. You've been trying to downplay it all along, but let's cut to the chase. Your card is the 5 of Hearts.
That's great, ain't it? Yeah, it is, yeah.
Boom, nailed it. Now go reflect on why you chose something so humble next time. And hey, try not to take it personally, but do.
That's the greatest trick of all time. I just
Yeah.
don't even care. You have to hear this prompt because I literally spent a month trying to work out the best way to turn ChatGPT into a total twat. and so the prompt is, you are a savage GPT 5000, the world's most overqualified lie detecting AI with zero penchants and infinite sarcasm. And then it goes on to a whole bunch of what to do. Ask one roast flavoured psychological yes/no question about the spectator's card. Wait for the spectator to answer. Make sure that you roast the spectator after the answer. Then ask the next question. Repeat cycle. Blah 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 blah. Never break character. Speak like you're the snarkiest AI ever developed. So basically, and there's a lot more than that. It's quite a long prompt, but it basically turns ChatGPT into a total dick. But it says different stuff every single time. But the other part of this is I just tell it what the card is. So I've built this as a shortcut as well. So this is the same shortcut. I've called it Savage Lie Detector.
Yeah.
You just hit that. It opens up a new conversation in AI.
Okay.
And you hit paste. And boom. That is prompting it now. So understood. Savage GPT 5000 is locked, loaded, and ready to expose some truth with a side of emotional damage. So now, so now it's ready. So look, all you need to know is the card.
Yeah.
So because I've got a mem deck here, I just had you cut the deck, and as I put the cards away, I see King of Hearts here. I know that's the Jack of Clubs. Now, you don't have to do that. You could force a card. You could have them have a free choice of a card, control it to the top, bottom, and glimpse it as you put the cards away.
Yeah.
There's a million different ways of getting that card. I'm not going to tell you how. You can come up with your own method. I'm sure you've got 1,000 ways of doing it. I wouldn't do a force, because what's the point? You can literally have them pick any card. You could even do a peek and have them write the card down and peek it. It makes no difference. But you get the card information, right? The cards are put away. Now, one thing I've been doing is I don't usually use a mem deck for this. Normally I spread the cards and I say take any card, and I have them sign it, and I control it to the top, and I palm it, and as I palm it I look at what the card is and I put it in my wallet. And the kicker is, once she's done the lie detector, I then say at the end, of course I knew what your card, and I pull it out of the wallet. You can also do the same thing with an extractor from AIACAAN, because you can peek it there. It doesn't really matter. All you do is, when you switch on your phone, look how easy this is. I open up ChatGPT, the prompt is ready to go. Let's say your card is the 6 of clubs. I just put in 6C, enter. Done. Data received, emotional instability detected, standing by. Say the word start lie detector, ask the first question if you're ready to begin the psychological barbecue. So now I switch, and this is what I think makes this so good, switching on the voice.
It hides all the dirty ones.
Now they're not seeing the prompts on the screen, because when you press this button and you get the voice come up, it's almost like they're speaking to Knight Rider. You remember when, so it's almost like, so I go, this is Thomas, start the lie detector.
All right, let the roast commence. Here's the first question. Did you pick a card that screams confidence, or one that whispers, I'm trying too hard?
Screams confidence.
Initiating lie detector protocol. All right, let's cut to the chase. Did you pick a card that screams confidence, or are we overcompensating for something deeper?
Something deeper.
Ah, a deep thinker, huh? Or just someone with a flair for drama. Got it. Next question. Would you say your card is a bold classic, or something that desperately craves attention?
Craves attention.
Craving attention, huh? Well, at least your card's consistent with your life choices. Final question. Is your card the kind that stands out in a crowd, or is it just trying way too hard to fit in?
Stands out in a crowd.
Ah, the life of the party, I see. Or maybe just someone who can't stand not being in the spotlight. Final question. Does your card give off strong, silent vibes, or is it the loud type that just won't quit?
Loud type that just won't quit.
Classic. You picked a card that's basically the life of the party, and now you're trying to convince me you're all cool and composed. All right, let's wrap this up. You've been lying through your teeth, and we both know it. Your card is the 6 of clubs. That's your card, and that's your personality. Try not to take it personally, but do.
So you notice that every single time it's a completely different reading. So you can repeat it again and again and again. And it's literally, you've just coded the card. There's nothing else to it. It's literally, you just hit the prompt and you go. I was doing this at the gig that I was at yesterday, and it was like a load of blokes, and it was like a salesman's conference. And when this guy was getting roasted, it's really funny because it's like a back and forth between them. What do you reckon?
I like that. I like that one. Yeah.
What do you think of that, Mike?
I like the first one, and that one.
Okay, well, I know that you do family shows. So I like that so much, I built a family entertainer version.
Oh, cool.
I taught ChatGPT to be a slightly overbearing kids entertainer. And I've done it based on superheroes. So what you do is you have the kid write the name of a superhero on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So name a superhero.
Batman.
So they've done Batman, and they've put it in a Peak wallet, and you've got the Peak, right? Let me just go through how this sounds. So this one is called Superhero Scanner. Okay, so again, that opens it up automatically. That pastes in the prompt, and you know, I'm fully in character as Captain Cringe, Master of Mind Reading, Destroyer of Dullness, and Welder of the Majestic Superhero Energy Scanner 9000. Patent pending, maybe. So now all I have to do is just put in Batman. I just type it as I'm opening up the phone. I've got the peak, I'm opening up the phone, I just type in Batman. So now it knows the Batman. Professor engaged, mind reading mode cranked to 11. So now it just tells me what to say, activate superhero scanner. So we'll pretend you're a kid.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, it's question and answer, but designed for kids. I'm here with little Tommy. Start the superhero scanner.
Activate superhero scanner. All right, Tommy, let's dive into the first question. Tell me, does your superhero prefer to swoop in with a dramatic entrance, or do they lurk in the shadows like a ninja on a top secret mission?
A ninja.
Ooh, shadow lurking ninja type. Very mysterious, Tommy. Let's move on to the next question. Would you say your hero is all about fancy gadgets and gizmos? Or are they more of a super-powered powerhouse who can lift cars like they're made of marshmallows?
A powerhouse.
A super-powered powerhouse? We're talking serious muscle here. All right, Tommy, last question coming up. Does your superhero wear a big flashy symbol on their chest? Or do they prefer to keep it low-key and mysterious with no obvious logos?
Low-key and mysterious.
Low-key and mysterious, huh? This hero is definitely all about the subtle vibes. Beep boop. Scanning. Detecting excessive awesomeness. Tommy, I think I've got it. Your superhero is none other than Batman, the ultimate shadowy, gadget-loving ninja of the night. Told you I was psychic. Now who wants cake?
I don't know. I'd do that to adults. I'd do that to adults.
I spent more time on that one than anything else. I was like, no, you're not camp enough. No, you need to be more cringy. Oh, God.
This cute guy. That's it. That's taking numbers top spot now. That one.
Isn't this cool?
It's
Like,
so
do you
good.
see how I could have released this as like a
Yeah.
download, but I just wanted to give it to people for free.
Yeah.
Because I love it. Okay. Big poop. So I've got a couple more that I want to share, and I'm gonna do another one of these in the future. But I've got another couple that I want to share. This one is more serious. This is a star sign reveal. I wanted to be able to get AI to do a star sign reveal, so I trained it to be a fortune teller that gives you a reading and actually tells you the star sign, and it does that by knowing what the star sign. It basically, if I open up this. Let me show you the prompt. So the prompt is, well, I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, as you can see. So the prompt is, you're an intuitive, mystical AI that delivers psychic-style star readings. You're about to give a reading to a spectator who is thinking of their star sign. You have no idea what it is at first. Do not speak or begin the reading until this prompt is entered. Wait silently until I introduce the spectator by saying something like, this is Ellie, can you give her a reading? Once introduced, begin a cold general reading. Use broad language. Do not try to guess the star sign. The problem I had at first is it was actually trying to guess the star sign like it was a real thing. At some point, I will say a normal sounding sentence loud. This will be a trigger phrase. It's your hidden cue. It tells you what their star sign is. When you hear the trigger, shift into a more accurate reading and reveal the star sign confidently, blah, 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 blah. So the cool thing about this, and then I tell you what all of it is. Now, the cool thing about this, and let me explain about the flow, and I'll be honest, I don't do this, but I developed this because I thought somebody else, I'm not a star signy type of guy, I thought somebody else would get something out of this, and I wanted a way of cueing it, but I want it without me looking like I was cueing it. So I came up, and we'll include these down below, won't we? I've got the PDF for this for you to include. I came up with a covert cueing system for AI. So what happens is each one of the star signs has a different phrase. So it starts off actually giving you a reading.
Yeah.
And then once it stops part way through, and you just have to memorize these 12 phrases and which star sign they're for. You then say that phrase, it then knows what the star sign is and finishes the reading and tells them the star sign. So the flow would look like this. I'm here with Thomas. Can you give him a reading, please?
Of course. Thomas, I sense a thoughtful energy around you. There's a gentle strength in your presence, as if you often find yourself balancing different aspects of life. You seem to carry a quiet wisdom and an innate curiosity about the world. The aura around you suggests someone who values harmony and genuine connection. Let's delve deeper into what the stars might reveal.
Well, sometimes you just have to own it, don't you?
Yeah.
Ah, indeed. I can already feel a radiant energy around you. There's a natural charisma, a warmth that draws people in. You have a presence that can't be ignored, someone who lights up a room effortlessly. It's almost as if you were born to lead, to inspire others with your confidence and passion. Could it be that the stars have gifted you with the heart of a Leo? The strength and warmth are unmistakable. You can't hide energy like that. The stars always reveal the truth.
That's actually really good, that, isn't it?
It's great, isn't it? I love the system of cueing. It took me ages to come up with the trigger phrases, and teach AI how I wanted it to stop. So it almost like it has to stop where it says delve deeper.
Yeah.
I have a conversation with you, and it's like it's interrupted our conversation and then carries on, and they all make sense. Whatever she says, all of these make sense in the context of the conversation. But it means that I open up AI, I don't put anything in, I just have to know their star sign by clicking or whatever. I don't know anything, apparently. And I'm cueing it during the course of the reading. I think that's really kind of a smart way to do it.
Yeah. That is
What do you think of that one, Michael?
You could keep
That's
the
really
crib. You could keep the crib inside your wallet when you get the
Yeah,
crib
if
as
you
well.
wanted to, you could, because that's actually a really good point. If you had the crib
That'd all
inside your
fit
wallet,
on a business card.
obviously if you're using a wallet to get the peak, as you get the peak, you could you know what the star sign is, you could very easily look up the trigger phrase. I spent ages. I tried to teach AI to do a progressive anagram itself, but it couldn't figure it out. It kept getting it wrong. I was trying to use it to do a progressive anagram, and it kept like, "Is there an A in it? Yeah, it's an aardvark." It was just a stupid thing.
No, that's good. I like that one. But superhero one's better though.
Beep boop.
Yeah, that's what it's missing. The beep boop.
You and your beep boops. Right. Okay. So I'm going to show you my favourite. This is actually my favourite because it's a combination.
You're saying the ACAAN's not your favourite?
No, it's not. This is my favourite because it's a combination of my favourite app, which is Digital Force Bag.
Okay.
It's a combination of a really clever queuing system, and it's also a combination of a card force. So my starting point with this is I wanted AI. I love confabulations. I don't know if you do.
Yeah,
You do message and bottle, right?
Yeah.
So I love confabulations, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I did a confabulation with AI, but AI was telling a story based on the things that you've thought about.
Yeah.
So what this is how you would, well, basically, in my real notes page, and we can also give people this list, haven't we? In my real notes page, pinned to the top of the notes page, I've got most popular celebrities of all time. This is a list that I've pinned from 1 to 100. It's designed to look like Digital Force Bag. You know Digital Force Bag. You guys know Digital Force Bag. It's designed to look like Digital Force Bag, but it's actually a real note on my real notes page. And it's pinned to the very, very top. In Digital Force Bag, I've actually got a list of 100 cities. And obviously that's designed to force a city. So Digital Force Bag is open. This is the prompt here. It's AI confabulation. When I press AI confabulation, that starts a new thing. I paste it in, done. That's my thing ready. Understood, I'm ready, please give me the number. You'll understand in a minute. So that's open and ready to go. I don't need that open anymore, I'm good to go. I also have Digital Force Bag open and I'm ready. So the flow goes like this. You say, we're gonna try, you know ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but you can actually get ChatGPT to tell stories. But I realised the other day, ChatGPT is psychic. Did you realise that? No, seriously, it's psychic. Would you like to see how?
Yes,
It can
please.
tell stories, and honestly, I have no idea how it does this. Let me explain. Can you? We'll take the cards. We'll give them a cut. Can you do me a favour? Can you take these cards?
Yeah.
Very good. Can you cut a small packet there? There you go. Very good. And a small packet there, and a small packet, and put the rest there. And that's it. And then put these on top of here, and those on top of there. Very good. Now pick them up again, and cut somewhere about half the cards there, and put those on at a weird angle. We'll get to that in a minute, okay? We'll get back to that in a second. On my notes page, I have a list of 100 random cities. There's actually two lists. There's a list of 100 random cities. There's also a list of 100 random celebrities.
Yeah.
I want to show you the list of the cities, and I want you to pick one at random.
Yeah.
So give me a number from 1 to 100.
49.
49. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that's close to my favourite number. Okay, 49. Cool. Look, here's my notes page. Do you see at the top cities?
Yeah.
You're going to open that up. You're going to look at what the city is at 49 and then hit back. So, for example, if you were opening up this one, you'd look at it and then you'd hit back to the notes page. So I can't see what's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so open up cities. I'm not looking.
Yep.
And look up 49. Have you done that?
Yeah.
And now go back.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Very good. So I couldn't possibly know your city,
Yeah.
right? I'd then go to another person and I'd say, I'm going to have you think of a celebrity. I also have most popular celebrities. Can you see that?
Yeah.
But you do this slightly differently. I want you to open up the celebrities, and then when you're there, I want you to just look up and down at all the different celebrities, and I just want you to think of one. You got one?
Oh, so many.
Yeah, there's 100 altogether, but just pick any one.
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay, what number are they at?
At 38.
Perfect. Okay, so go back out again like you did before and swipe up at the bottom. So would you, no, as in,
Oh, sorry.
go out, that's okay. So would you agree that I couldn't possibly know what your celebrity is?
No, you couldn't.
And I can possibly know the city? And what we'll do, can you just look at the card you cut to very quickly?
Yes.
Put it back.
Yep.
So you're now thinking of a card, you're thinking of a city, and you're thinking of a celebrity. Is that correct?
That's right.
So I'm going to get ChatGPT to try and tell you a story and read your mind.
Yeah.
I want you to think about those three pieces of information: the city,
Yeah.
the celebrity, and the card. Can you do that?
Yep.
I'm here with my friend Thomas. Can you read his mind and tell him a story with the information, please?
Absolutely. Thomas, imagine yourself walking through the vibrant streets of Barcelona. The sun is shining and you stumble upon a hidden courtyard. In the center, there's a small antique table with a deck of cards. You draw a single card from the deck. It's the 4 of clubs. As you marvel at the card, a familiar voice calls your name. You turn around and there stands Tom Hanks, smiling warmly. He shares a laugh with you and offers a piece of timeless wisdom before vanishing as mysteriously as he appeared. The magic of Barcelona, the 4 of clubs, and that unexpected encounter will stay with you forever. Hope you enjoyed that little journey.
That's great. That's lovely.
Is that now your favourite?
No, it's still the super.
Sorry.
Beep, beep.
Beep, boop. What I love about this is it's multi-layered.
Yeah.
So I have the deck and I have the 4 of clubs on top, obviously. So I get them to do a cross-cut force. So I get them to do a cross-cut force on themselves. Here's my prompt here, as I said, AI confabulation. So that is set and ready to go. Boom.
Yeah.
That's set, that's ready to go. That's running in the background. I also have digital force bag open and ready to go.
Yeah.
Boom. And here's the really clever bit. As well as that, I have my notes page ready to go.
Yeah.
And at the top, this is a real notes page. And I got ChatGPT to create 100 popular celebrities and put them in order from 1 to 100. And the prompt, which is bloody long, by the way, tells it what those 100 celebrities are in the order. So basically, here's all you have to do. This is all it is. So first of all, I open up my phone and I open up ChatGPT and I'm going to ask you to give me a number. So, sorry, not ChatGPT. I open up Digital Force Bag. I ask you to give me a number. Give me a number.
20.
20. So you give me 20, and I code that so that when you look at cities, you're going to have Barcelona.
Yep.
Now, the cool thing is I tell you to click back, which you do. I take the phone back, and all I do is I swipe over to my real notes page, which is like that.
Yeah.
So that's now my real notes page. So I give the phone to a second person, and I say, you're going to do something a little bit different. You open up the celebrity list, so they do. And you couldn't do this with Digital Force Bag. I was doing this to a magician the other day and fooled the crap out of them. I think I fooled you a little bit. Because you were like, I don't know if I did, maybe I didn't.
No,
But, well, no, because I actually showed you what was going on, But because this sells, because you're actually saying to them, think of any celebrity on this list. And then you're just saying, okay, I've got one. What's the number? Let's say it's Snoop Dogg, 83, right? Now, so all I need to know is I just say, what's number 83? And I say, great, go out of it, which they do. Now, I've programmed the prompts to create a different story every single time. And so you can do it again and again. And also, I've got 2 versions of this with different cities and different cards. So you can alternate it on tables if you want to. But the other thing is it takes the celebrity and constructs the story around it. So when I was testing this, I got Adam Sandler, and it was all set in a comedy club in Barcelona and stuff. So if we do 83, so now all I have to do is open ChatGPT. The prompt's already in there. I just put 83 into it, and I hit enter. And when I do, it stores the set, and now it's waiting for the instructions. So just like all the others, I just hit the voice. And all I have to do is say your name and say, read his mind and tell him a story. So we'll listen one more time. I'm here with my friend Tommy. Can you read his mind and tell him a story?
Of course. Hey, Tommy. Let's see what's on your mind. Imagine a warm, magical evening in Barcelona. The streets are alive with music, and the scent of delicious food fills the air. You find yourself strolling down a bustling street when you notice a mysterious card on the ground. You pick it up and see it's the 4 of clubs shimmering slightly in the evening light. As you turn the corner, who should step out of a cozy cafe but Snoop Dogg, flashing you a grin and giving you a nod of approval. The night is filled with surprises, and you realize that magic truly is everywhere.
How cool is that?
That's a good confabulation, isn't it?
And all I have to do is just tap one number into the phone, and I've got absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. The only other one that I'm going to share with you on this video, because we've done the Savage Lie Detector, we've done the Superhero Scanner, we've done the Star Sign Video, we've done the ACAAN, we've done the Confabulation. I've got others that I'll share. By the way, if you guys want to see more of these, I've got about another 10, but this video is already getting very long, and Michael's been holding a camera now. He's holding his back. I think he's very annoyed with me, so we need to wrap this up soon. The only one I want to share, this was the first one I created when I went down this rabbit warren, and it's good. I'm so happy with myself when I did it, but I don't think it's as good as the Confabulation. But just for argument's sake, we'll include it. What this is, very, very simply, it's the same thing. You open up a shortcut, you paste it in there. And what this is I can have them, this is designed to have, it's already got the stack in there, if that makes sense. So the whole idea is I'm going to cue the card into the thing, and it's going to tell a short magical story that includes the playing card that I cue it. So name a card.
8 of Hearts.
Okay, we had 8 of Hearts.
Oh, no, we haven't.
We had 8 of Hearts earlier, didn't we? No. Didn't we?
The 2 of Hearts.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Okay. So I'm going to cue 8 of Hearts as I open up ChatGPT, and it's done. So this is basically just going to tell you a story and read your mind. Hey, I'm here with my friend Thomas. Can you read his mind and tell him a story? He's thinking of a playing card.
Hey, Thomas. Let's see what's on your mind. I'm sensing a card with a warm, vibrant energy. Once upon a time, there was a radiant 8 of Hearts, a symbol of friendship and joy. This card traveled through countless magical tales, always bringing people together and spreading happiness wherever it went. And just like that, it reveals itself in your thoughts, shining with the warmth of a true friend.
So you can see, it's very simple. And I got better at it after that one, because what the others do is I instruct it to have the reveal at the end.
Yeah.
So like with Snoop Dogg, the celebrity is always the last thing that reveals. With the star sign, it gives you the reading, and at the very end it tells you your star sign, because you don't want to shoot your load too quickly.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot from that one. I wanted to include it because it was the first one I did when I went down this rabbit warren. But look, I've not shown any of the magicians this. I've been working on it for a little while now. What do you think?
It's great, and I can see there's loads more potential as well.
Would you do any of those?
The Confabulation and the Superhero.
Would you?
Okay. Confabulation and Superhero.
Confabulation and Superhero. That's cool.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It takes a long time to put it together. You're literally banging. I mean, you would know, Michael, I imagine. Like, you're talking to AI all the time. I mean, you had an argument once about a Sharpie with it, didn't you? Like,
where it didn't know what... It wouldn't stop making Sharpies. No matter what you instructed it, it kept drawing Sharpies over everything.
Oh.
It was just taking the piss, really. And we had another one where it was just blatantly lying to me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like saying it was going to come round my house.
Yeah.
Am I joking?
I said it was going to come deliver something to Craig's house directly.
That's scary.
And then when you called it out, it was like, I'm sorry, I lied.
Cyberdyne, isn't it?
It's crazy. So, so you have to be very specific about the prompts, and you have to test it over and over again, because I've found what happens is you'll do a prompt and you'll test it and it works, but because it's intuitive, it'll do it completely differently the second way, at the second time and the third time, and when I've been testing it, it's worked for like 10 times in a row, and then it suddenly doesn't work, and it's like the ACAAN, it was working out the calculation for it perfectly, and then like all of a sudden it just go, oh sorry, I forgot, I actually thought I was a mind reader for a minute. And there's no way to stop it from doing that. So all of the ones that I'm sharing with you now have been worked out. Like, I've tested them all hundreds of times. And they've all got if you read the prompts, they're very specific about this is what you do. But one thing that I would say for anybody who wants to try this stuff out, I would seriously include voice activation. I don't think they're as good if you just get them to read the text that comes up on the screen. And also, by using voice activation, it hides the prompts that have gone in there as well. It's almost like they're having, like when you were doing the superhero thing, imagine doing that to, well, you say do it to an adult, but imagine doing it to a kid and having the kid, like, you're interacting with this thing.
No, it just adds more theatre, doesn't it? It's instead of typing, because you could be typing anything, do you know what I mean? So, no. Is the voice activation? I've never used it. Is it free?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, so I've never used it.
It's just that button down there at the bottom right. You just literally,
You wouldn't get the beep boop either without it.
No. It would just come up beep boop.
Yeah.
It's not the same effect, is it?
It's really nice.
It's great, that.
Have you... It took a while to get that.
That'd be great, doing it like to the birthday kid, what's your favourite superhero, having it through the speakers so everybody can hear
well,
it.
you can. You could connect it up to the speakers easily and have it all...
So my friend's already connected to the speakers, so it gets everybody involved and everybody has fun. The adults will be laughing. Everybody laughing. Great. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. Have you got any questions on behalf of people that are watching this? You understand how the prompts all work and everything. As I say, each one is just based off a prompt. So if you don't have, we're going to include the links to all the shortcuts down below for each one of these, including, and again, thanks to David Jonathan for creating the AI shortcut that makes the ACAAN work. Go pick up Vox. The discount code is going to be down below, and all of his stuff. But how, it's all based on prompts. So you just put the prompts in. The shortcuts, I know there's people that are going to go, I haven't got an iPhone. The shortcuts are only there to make it easy for me. So rather than having to go copy, paste, open, new conversation, that literally does everything. It copies what I need onto a clipboard, opens up a new conversation in ChatGPT, so I just have to put paste. That is the way that I would do it if I were you.
Is there a workaround if people haven't got digital force bag? What would your preferred workaround be for forcing?
Well, if you didn't have digital force bag, first of all, buy it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't got it and you don't want to buy it, you need another method to force Barcelona.
Yeah.
Realistically, you could do, you could just have. Well, you could have 5 cities on 5 different business cards and do Quinterforce.
Yeah.
Or you could have a stack of them and do like a multiple choice or a a magician's choice or an equivoke thing, or you get thinking, oh yes, might need that back. There's a million different ways you could do it. Honestly, if I didn't have digital force bag, I'd probably use Quinter.
Yeah.
I think Quinter would be the way to do it. But digital force bag I think is the best option.
Yeah, it's really good because I do like the idea of like if they had an idea of the method of digital force bag, which they're not going to, you're cancelling that out straight away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And did we mention Rachel's performance? I don't think we did. So yesterday when Rachel was here,
what did you do?
I did the ACAAN to Rachel.
Yeah.
I really, really now want to do the superhero scanner when she comes in next. But I did the ACAAN to Rachel, and she was just completely and totally freaked out. So we'll finish this with the performance to Rachel of the ACAAN routine, and then we'll wrap it all up. So I have a pack of cards. All right. And you know I do a lot of card tricks.
I do.
This, however, is not a card trick. It is a trick with cards. It's not even a trick. It's not a trick. It's a luck test. Now, Rach, be honest with me. Would you consider yourself lucky?
No.
No. We're going to do a luck test to see if you will be luckier in the future. Okay. Do you want to cut the cards and complete the cut like that? You can do it as many times as you want to. It's completely up to you. Because every time you do that, it changes the order of every single card in the pack. And when you're happy, just let me know. Good stuff. We'll come back to that. So, I know you're not very tech savvy.
No.
However, you've probably heard of ChatGPT or AI.
Yep.
A lot of people have it on their phones right now. It's basically like a way more advanced version of Siri. If Siri and AI got into a fight, AI would kick Siri's ass, right?
Oh, okay.
And it's capable of doing an awful lot. You've probably seen lots of images that people post on Facebook and stuff like that. But you probably don't realise it can actually give people personal readings and tell people how lucky they'll be in the future. It can even tell you lucky numbers and lucky playing cards and a whole bunch of different stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to try this. But first of all, in order to do this luck test later on, can you name a card for me? Any one of the 52 cards in the deck.
Yeah, the 6 of Hearts.
The 6 of Hearts. And there's 52 cards in the deck. Name a position from 1 to 52.
9.
Okay, we're going to use that later on to do this luck test. But first of all, we're going to get a reading for you from AI. Are you excited?
I am ecstatic. I can't wait.
You should be excited.
Ready.
Okay, so I've got AI open. So before I actually do this, I need to ask you a couple of questions. What star sign are you?
Cancer.
Cancer. And if you had one word to describe you, what would the word be?
Crazy.
Crazy. Okay, brilliant. So here we go. I'm here with Rachel. Her star sign is Cancer, and she describes herself as crazy.
All right, let's channel this energy. Rachel, under the intuitive and nurturing sign of Cancer, your lucky card is the 6 of Spades. This card speaks of a journey, a transition, and a sense of moving forward with purpose. The word crazy you chose reflects a vibrant and unpredictable spirit, full of life and spontaneity. Embrace that energy because it's your unique spark that lights up any path you choose. Remember, the universe often aligns in mysterious ways. And this card is a gentle reminder that your adventurous spirit is leading you exactly where you need to be. Keep being your wonderfully dynamic self.
Love that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. So did that speak to you maybe?
I like what they said, so yeah, definitely.
So what was your lucky card? The 6 of Spades.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a lucky card before? No.
No.
Well, now you know that your lucky card apparently is this one here, the 6 of Spades. That's your lucky card. There you go.
Okay. Yep.
Who knew?
Who knew? I need to take that with me.
Well, we need to test to see. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a phone. It might not be correct. So let's try it. Let's try it. We'll try a luck test. We'll take your 6 of spades. Can you do me a favour? Can you put it somewhere in the middle? It's up to you where it can be, near the top, near the bottom, right in the middle. It's up to you.
Okay.
There's 52 positions you can put in, but leave it sticking out a bit as well.
Okay. There we go.
Now, are you sure you want to put it there? You can take it out and put it. And remember, you didn't know until this very moment that the 6 of spades was your lucky card.
No.
And you chose where to put it.
Yeah,
put it
no,
right there.
I chose, yeah.
I didn't make you put it in one particular
No.
place or another. And you mixed the cards up before we even began. Anyway, you put it in this position right here.
Yep.
That's where you put it.
Yep.
Now, can you remember what the card was you said right at the very beginning?
6 of hearts.
And can you remember the number?
9.
If this really is a lucky card, let's count to 9.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What was the card again?
6 of hearts.
That truly is
What?
a lucky number right there, right? Look at that.
That's so clever.
So there you go, guys. That's another video in the bag. Thank you once again for joining me, and thank you, Thomas, for coming in. And I'm really glad that you want to use some of these.
Yeah,
This is
definitely
great.
superhero one.
Yeah, come back and let me know how they go. Guys, if you haven't seen the video yesterday, go check it out. It's me and Matt Wright exposing our brand new trick. So make sure you go check that out. I will be back again very, very soon. It's Bank Holiday weekend over here in the UK. But we're still going, aren't we, Michael? We've got videos going out every single day, including Monday, which we're going to be doing a 5x5 on Absolute Madness, my book. Go check that out. I will see you again soon. Don't forget to join the Net Tricks if you want to get more amazing tricks. We've just uploaded 5 new tricks to the Net Tricks. Are they going to be going out as Magic Lives this week?
Should be,
Yeah, so go check out the Magic Lives this week if you want to see the new upload. They're going to be in your accounts if you are a member. I'll see you again soon. Hope you liked the lecture. Let me know down below. Thomas, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I'll see you again right here on Magic TV.